I have one single band here. It's about a 1/2 inch width, I believe. I'm going to show you how to use this one band to do some upper body and some ab exercises, some stabilization exercises. This isn't for the person who already works out with heavy weights. However, it could be. I really don't use heavy weights. I just use some bands. Now, of course, I'll use a thicker band maybe, but for most people, I think this band right here, even if you're pretty strong, is a good way to start. I D-ring into this thing. Of course, you don't have to D-ring into it. You can just tie it to the post, or however you want to attach it to a post. I like to put it about this height, but you can put it higher or you can put it lower depending on how you want to stress your body muscles. First thing I do is I put it around me like this, and I want to do some reverse flies, kind of like this. So I just go back. I would do about 30 of these. 30 of these. I'm going to simulate doing 30 because I don't want to waste the time. So we're going to go like this and crisscross now, and it's going to be tighter and closer together. So it means you're going to have to work harder to get it back. You have to work right away to get it back. But let's say you can't do it. You go, oh man, you're only getting to there. You know, you're only getting to there. That's not going to be a good thing for you. I want you to actually come up in here, then make it easier. And let's say you get it back to there. But some of you go, man, I can only get to there. Well, then you may have to like come like this, hold it, and then just come a little closer and get it back. Because I want you to get it back. And if you have to almost even walk into it to get it back, walk into it, then do that. I don't want it to be like you're dropping it like this, so there's no tension, but when you walk back, you can kind of adjust tension and get it back. Because the idea is to get the full range of motion. And that goes for people who do lift weights. If you lift weights, you know, but you're having a hard time, you're going like this, and you only get to there, when you're crisscrossing it, and you only get to there because, oh, it's so hard. I want that thing to go full range, so if you have to come closer to do that, then do so. Walk into it if you have to. Alright, enough of that. Now we're going to do the military press. Crisscross it, and just push straight up. Do like 30 of these. If you want to make it harder, you move this thing lower. But I think this is quite sufficient. You do 30 of those. You do 30 of these, you're kind of feet. And after we do that, we're going to do a little biceps. You just grab it and pull. Just like that. I grab this and pull. Just do 30 of these. Want to make it harder? One hand. Grab it. Grab it. So we're going to do the breaststroke. I cross it, and we just go around like this. Neutral back. Start pulling down. Pulling down. Pulling down. Pulling down. That's going to get these muscles that come down, what they call the lats. That's going to get a lot of your shoulder muscles. After we do the breaststroke, then we're going to do some pressing. Kind of a single arm press. We're going to stand sideways. We're going to add about midway. Then you take your hand, go that way, and turn your trunk. Push and turn the trunk at the same time. Let's say you don't turn your trunk. You're just doing this. You're still working your trunk. But I like to do the twist and move the trunk at the same time. Want to move your hips a little bit too? Move your hips too. Come the other way. Send it over. Push. Push. So that's like a forward twist. Now we're going to do a reverse twist with external rotation of the arms. So I just simply grab this, turn it. Grab it, turn it. It's not a speed thing either. Go as far as you can go. Try to do 30. If you don't make 30, that's okay. Do 10. 3 sets of 10. That would be wonderful. The idea is get up and do something. And if you don't finish all of these exercises, I'm going to give you 8 of these things to do, but if you don't finish all of them, do some of them. As you get better at some of those, then do some more of them. So you can do all of them. Okay, that was good. So now we're going to do some single arm military press. Turn sideways, or we can just go midway and go straight up. just like that, straight up. You can bring your arm over a little bit more, but I don't really want you to like do this. I mean, you can if you want, but what I try to do is go up and then bring the arm over my head. And when I do that, I'm going to feel right here more than if I went, because here I'm using my body weight. Here I'm actually crunching down here. I'm getting this trunk. Turn the other way. I go up, and then I pull it over my head. When you get more tension, I just go this way. Up, pull it over my head. Up, pull it over my head. I get the tension by pulling it over my head rather than just doing this. This you just got to swing. I mean, you're going to get some exercise doing that too, but it's better to bring it up and pull it over. Last thing we're going to do a little stretching. Some people like to stretch before and after they exercise. I mean, I tend to do that. But I think this is really good, especially for people with tight shoulders and lack of range. You just put it in half like that around the ring. And then what you're going to do is put a little tension on this. Now I want you to go straight out. If that hurts too much, go in closer. But the idea is we're going to do like a jumping jack motion. I don't mean you to like don't do a jumping jack, but just go slow. You see how my arm's kind of in, my elbows bent. But when you get better, arms straight, and you want to keep in this plane. I don't want you to just stretch the pecs. I mean, you could, but I don't want you to do that. I want you to keep the pecs slightly tight and stretch them back like this and stay in that plane. As you get better, you just lean forward, tilt forward, and stay in that plane. That'll help get these pecs open and open these shoulders up so that you're not kind of crowded like this. You want to be in the neutral plane. You know, you want your head like that, you want your head like that. But you would like to be kind of neutral. Neutral means that your head is somewhat straight, you know, curving your neck, but this ear hole is over this bone here they call their acromion. Drops down over that. That should be about, you know, where it should be without forcing it. Now if you're like this, yeah, it's still over it, but you know, that's wrong. Shoulders kind of neutral, not like that, but neutral, just like that. If you do these 8 things, it can take you an hour, it could take you 30 minutes, or maybe even 10. Don't do them all, just do, you know, 10. But if you do a portion of these and then you get to do all 8, and then you add to them, that's why I say it can take a long time to finish these, really. You know, depending on how you feel. But if you do these at least once a week, that'd be great. If you did twice a week, if you did it hard once a week, I probably wouldn't do it twice a week. But if you just did it really light, twice a week's no problem. Probably 3 days a week's no problem. But if you do something too heavy, too many times, you're going to get an injury. So don't do that either. Because most of you people that are listening to this are my patients. And I did this for you so that you don't overdo it. These are very easy to do, but there's enough tension to challenge you, even if you have a little bit of muscle. Thanks for listening. One last exercise, we're using one band. And we're going to do a squat and lift. So you make a triangle about equilateral like that. You want to do this about 30 times, like I've been saying before, 3 sets, and maybe once to twice a week is good. If you feel too sore, just do it once a week. So you back up like this. You want to get your knee to about 90 degrees, just like that. Come down, up, put it up on the shelf. Act like you're picking up a box, put it up on the shelf, like 30 times. You can vary it with feet. Or just simply go straight up. If you get bored with one thing, change it. Pick it up, put it on the shelf. Pick it it up, put it on the shelf. Pick it up, put it on the shelf. Now you can make it harder by doubling, but when you double this, it's going to make it considerably harder. I would probably rather just instead of making an equilateral triangle, make it a little longer. It'll feel a little easier. But then what you're going to do is you're going to just go further back. Come down, come up, and lift it up. That way you'll get more tension when you're coming up, but you'll also have room to raise. If you double it up, you're going to have this problem that, oh, I can't lift it. But by going a little more longer, you go, oh, okay, now I can lift it, because the band can only stretch so long. So there you have it, and thanks for listening. This is the red band, this is the black band. If I cover it up like this, the black band's another maybe 2/3 larger than this. It's significantly harder. But I want to show you. Take the band about so, come down, squat, come up, put it on the shelf. This right here is significantly harder. I will use the red band for quite some time. Or if you want to use black, it is significantly harder. I don't go equilateral, I put a little more tension. Excuse me, I put a little more length in it. I guess I could go a little more. But I do come back, I want a little bit of tension to my legs. So when I come up, I have some tension on my legs. Then I reach up. It's significantly harder. However, it's really good. And if you want to choke up on this thing here and not even go up over your head, that's fine too. Just come up to the chest level. And that'll be considerably more workout on your legs. You could just take the red one though and double it up and do the same thing. Double. Here's my chest. Considerably harder. I just like to use the arms overhead though, because that gets all these muscles even working harder. When we just do the other, we're doing more of the glutes, the quads. I like the whole body to be involved, but either way you do it's great.